Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest Mangler. I'm AC Gamer, and tonight we're going to be jumping into a Upper Guck group with a few of the guys. We got Les, we got Obex, and we got Shariki. Got him muted at the moment. We'll jump into that conversation in just a second. My cleric is around level 20, and the rest of the guys are pretty close to the same, so it's going pretty good. The 50% experience that they were giving us for the 20th anniversary is no longer in effect. That ended at 2 a.m. my time, Central Standard Time, 12 for daybreak. So experience is a little slower. I did a little bit of killing over at Unrest, and I have to say, wasn't really digging it. It's not a bad zone for sure, and there's definitely some loot to be had. Fortunately, the experience is pretty slow due to the fact that there's really not a lot of mobs in the first place in that area, and there's even less mobs when you consider the fact that there are so many people looking for a group. There's literally people just camping spots in between rooms and then picking over, and it just makes for very, very few in between as far as mobs go. Also, there's like a bot army switching back and forth between the picks that I was in, going after some of the items that are high end. There's some really nice items to be had, especially quest ones in that zone. So let's go ahead and turn on the Discord, and we'll see what they're up to. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I'm just starting the stream up.
That's weird. Word. My sensitivity is max, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. Usually I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh yeah, it was super low. Like, I had to turn them all the way up.
I was wondering how you were hearing him well. I guess I'll turn him up too then.
I thought maybe he was just sitting further away from his mic or something. I mean, people do that from time to time.
I got this headset that I absolutely love, and I can't get rid of it. It's really comfortable in my head. I can wear it for like, a day straight and nothing.
It's rare to find one of those.
Yeah, the one I've got right now is like that.
And you can't buy it anymore. And it was like a $400 item back in the day. I actually found one on eBay. It was my other one broke, and I got one for $50. I was like, oh. But this one seems to be playing up too. It's got connection issues with the wire.
What is it, a 3.5 or a USB?
It's USB. It's a Razer Mega. It's just the cups that sit on your ears. That's the only thing I like.
I have to look that one up. Where you at, Shariki?
Upper Guck.
No,
Near
yeah.
Shinlord.
Shinlord.
I can come up with my druid and invis you down.
You want me to meet you at like Scryer?
Yeah, that'll work.
What's up, Hank the Tank? How you doing, man? I think those guys will attack me. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm almost there as well. I'll be with you, AC, in a second.
Cool. I can come and visit both of y'all.
Son of a...
I don't need to shrinky dink.
Alright, so apparently these guys will attack me at level 20.
Are they,
It's the green ones right outside Scryer.
Yeah. As long as they're not gray, they...
Oh, Travis here. Holy crap. You said you're almost here?
Yeah, are you in the spider caves just past that, or?
Yeah, I'm right outside the scryer.
Oh,
Ooh, he definitely doesn't want to take that in there. Let me see if I can read this for him. Late start today? Yeah, I got home just a couple hours ago. Managed to do a little killing and unrest. I thought I'd check that zone out, but it's really, really busy. There's like 14 picks, and they're all jam-packed with people. Sorry, guys, about the cough. Coming down with something, I think. But, yeah, it's a cool zone, and there's definitely a lot of loot to be had. Just so many players over there. And there's a lot of high levels going after the quested stuff right now, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I mean, there's a really nice cloak to be had over there. There's a few other items, right? Obex, you were kind of talking about one of them, right? I think it was a cloak.
In Unread?
Mm-hmm.
No, there's nothing in Unread.
I thought there was something down in the
There's
basement. You killed it, and it's like an inqueuable item.
No.
I'll have to look again. Somebody was telling me that.
There's a, if you're looking for Wisdom Cloak, there's the Molten and the, with Molten is in Soul, Gabby, which is always camped, perma-camped by a mage. And, the Mammoth Hide, which is from the Alchemist in, which for me personally would probably be the better one because it's got resist. Agents of Life is obviously the main one that would want. Camp is such a pain in the eye.
Okay, guys, a big welcome to Trav. I did hear that he had caved and came in here to join us over here on Mangler, and he's already level 14. It's going to go a little slower now, but I'm glad to have him. Alright, so Jay, you got to level 33, hoping to get to 40 by the end of the week. This seems plausible. Yeah. Might be able to get to 40 in a couple of days if that experience was still going. Unfortunately, it's all gone.
I'm the Fizzle Master.
I was looking at that. Your mana is just draining down for no reason.
Haven't been practicing that divination, bro.
Haven't been practicing shit but alteration.
Yeah, I've been actually trying to practice on my shaman a bit.
Good evening.
Oh, what's up,
Hey.
Trev? How you doing, man?
I'm doing.
Level 14, not too bad in just a couple days.
Yeah, I've been going pretty hardcore. Trying to anyway.
Let me give you some buffs that might help you out a little bit. Wish I had a damage shield. That'd get you further.
Really, the only thing I need is a better weapon. I've got a shitty ass dagger that only does 10 damage.
Unfortunately, I don't have one of those. I just literally got myself a magic weapon from Unrest. Unfortunately, it is no trade. Not that I really ever attack, so it's not really that big of a deal.
Who drops that? Oh, that's off of... Okay, I know where that's at.
What class are you playing?
I'm a bard.
Okay, I got an ammo black mace if you want.
Actually, I have some shit on my. It's a belt and gloves.
Pass it to me, I'll give it to him. Unless you're already up there.
No, I'm right.
Yeah, it definitely should give you a
Just
few more hit
checking
It
points.
out.
says you're busy.
Probably because I'm in Viz. So let me try now.
You should also talk to Noddle if you get a chance, Trev. We had gotten him, or he had got himself a whole bunch of Lambent armor, and he got a few pieces of hate the other day. So I don't know if he sold the Lambent or he still has it on him or whatever. But
Is Trav our pick?
yeah, he's right here in front of us.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Cool, I'm running up. With presents.
Yeah, 14's not too bad. Get a couple more levels. Actually, I think 14 could probably group with the 20, right? A few more
I don't
levels
know,
just to be
yeah.
safe.
One hand blunt select, but yeah.
You guys headed for zone line?
Down to Shinlord.
Oh, wow, really? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys. That's better than what I got.
No worries, man.
That's magic.
Hey, we were in shit up until like 40. We were wearing like, people were wearing their starter robes, starting, you know,
I don't doubt it.
TLP experience. And also, Richard does smithing, so he can get you a good deal on armor and stuff.
Yeah, bandit. And Shuriki's doing jewel crafting, so if you need rings and earrings, things of that sort.
Sounds good.
Also, with how the damage tables are on TLPs, as a bard, at least with most of the bards I've had in my groups, they don't even like attack mobs. They're literally just going to pull constantly, train.
Do we want to kill our way down? It might be a little faster than your
Raising divination from 1.
I mean, he's already gone through like a full thing of mana and he hasn't gotten one of his off, so most of us are here. I got full mana on my cleric, so if you want to pull stuff, I'll kill it or heal you.
I'll run up with my monk.
Alright. I'm just gonna start rooting with the shaman to split him up.
Get you buffed up.
Oh, that was quick.
That was quick.
And he brought some friends.
Just a couple. Yeah, like the way feign death works at this level, I can feign and immediately stand up with a sow and be far enough away that I don't re-aggro.
I love getting sick. Oh my god, got more mobs coming in on you. You realize how spoiled you made me the other night with clarity the entire time? Sitting over in Unrest today. 3 or 4 casts and my entire mana pool's gone.
Oh, it's rough, dude. When you're like, especially, yeah. After playing Enchanter, I'm just like, oh, it'd be so easy. I just lull this, mez that, dude.
On the plus side, there shouldn't be any mobs between us and the camp now, right?
Oh no, I think.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed to find out that you can't swarm kite on here.
Yeah, it's the mob's hit range, hitbox. It's fucking massive.
No, but you can use Melody, which makes your life a little bit easier, I think.
Are we fighting shit or?
Mm-hmm.
Might as well. Yeah. Just make sure none of this aggro's.
Where are we at?
Scryer.
We're in Scryer.
Alright, we'll move up. We're moving down though.
Yeah, they're working their way down. It's just that he couldn't get his invis to really go off.
I went through like 2 or 3 mana bars and could not fucking get an invis to cast.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I've been on my shaman since I've been leveling so fast. I'll, make the casting macros to skill up while I'm like watching a show.
I mean, at the very least, there is that the mechanic in here that levels you up faster when you're higher level.
Oh yeah.
Did you know this? The title Shrieky.
No. Nice.
Hehe.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it on Shrieky or not. I kind of like it on Tatcha.
Yeah, just on the main. That's all I want.
What'd you have to do to get it?
Just buy
It's
it.
a store purchase thing with DBG points.
Okay.
It's like 50. It's not really that bad.
Oh, Shrieky, what have you done?
Just pulled everything here.
I mean, it's good experience for me. Probably not that much for you guys.
All green and gray to me. not gonna lie, having that druid bot is so fucking useful.
I mean, monks can solo on their own anyways, but having like the damage shield and the regen that's gonna come with the druid.
Yeah, and I don't have to be as careful with splitting. I can bring 2 in, root 1, and step back with the monk.
But see, you're doing it wrong because you don't have 14 bots. Like, you gotta do the full spectrum of nothing but monitors up on your wall. And
dude, those guys don't. Those guys are using a program.
I know what you're talking about, dude. They're completely following the rules that they set forth here by Daybreak.
Okay. I know you're being sarcastic, but like it's ISO Boxer because I've used it before on live. I know what it can do.
It's super easy for them to figure it out too if they really wanted to enforce it, but they're not.
Dude, it'd be easy for them to figure out the people that are running it on VMs if they wanted to enforce it. But they don't care because it's money.
Exactly. That's. I mean, they do care actually. They just care in the exact opposite direction.
I know one of my friends from Coalition, and their Discord they put up a picture, and it's got like 2 little laptops and 2 main PCs. So he's doing it like he's supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people out there. I would imagine. Let's see if they can do it.
Clusterfuck to me.
Yeah, challenge themselves, I guess.
Where's my clarity?
Exactly.
Where's your potion?
I don't like using them at this level. You guys said they don't last very long, and I used one at level 5, and it lasted for like a minute and a half.
Yeah, they scale. That's true.
So, tricky.
So, what's up?
My shaman is right behind the fungi.
He fell?
Yep.
He fell into the fungus pit?
Yeah.
There should be a ladder down there.
Oh no, we're gonna go near it.
You could always give him an invis.
Yeah, I can't believe shamans don't get invis soon.
Dude, yeah, that's so long for an invis.
What is it, 28?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, already about a bubble and a half of experience, so that's pretty good.
Is that from someone else? It is.
So
Yeah, it can't be ours.
You guys killing it though, right? No.
No.
If that guy, we may have those coming to us. I don't know if that guy's gonna. I think
We can like make the
grabbed a
camp
ton.
right here.
If a shaman's just sitting in a little crevice, watching fungi walk around.
I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen with those guys because I'm still in combat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not in combat, but I don't know. It was just
Then
one
let me just do
little
this
no-
if you're not. There, fixed.
Okay.
Hey, Dantham. How's it going, man? How's the experience now that it's normal? About 50% slower. A lot slower if you go to Unrest. There's just not a lot of mobs over there. But now that we're in Upper Guck again, I've already made a bubble and a half, so it's pretty good. Still a ton of people on, so it hasn't stopped people. Although last night, I think everybody had the right idea. Stayed on as long as they could, got as much experience as possible.
yeah, you guys caught up to my main pretty.
I went 1 to 22 yesterday.
Yeah, 1 to about 18, but I think I started a little bit later.
Shrieky, every time you open your mouth, dude, I'm questioning this SK.
What do you?
Oh, the monk.
Yeah.
So I found out monks on live get triple attack at 46.
Was that on that website I sent you?
Yep.
Is there a
Yeah.
good two-hander?
Not yet. I'll have to wait. I'll wait for Kunark, and I'll try to get Tonpo's Staff of Understanding. I think it used to drop off Trackanon, but it gets removed from the game eventually.
Yeah, I don't. Do you think it's gonna be there, or is it gonna be one of those like Rubicite Mana Stone things?
I think it'll be there. It's not that. It's not kind of breaking like Mana Stone is.
Because I think that staff has close to the same stats from the VP one, or am I wrong on that? The Tonpo one?
The ratio and the VP ratio is better, like just overall. But that Tonpo Staff of Understanding, it has the stun from the T staff on it.
Right, yeah. A lot of aggro.
I mean, Woo's Ring's gonna get you through.
Yeah, but that's a staff I've never had, and I would love to get one off track if it drops on this.
Well, we gotta stop killing that shit.
Well, we need Kunark to come out first.
Well, I mean, we're not even trying the dragons. We have even an attempt, you know.
I'm definitely down for giving it a shot, even if we all wipe. But we had, what, 2.5 groups that one day? But unfortunately, we only had one cleric. So, I think that's been our Achilles heel, is just not enough actual rezzers. And sea healers.
Right, I'll pull it here.
It just, yeah. I mean, we could, if we had, I don't know, we need like 5 cleric.
You always hear stories about people doing it with like 2 groups. So I mean, considering we don't have to go back in there to get our bodies, we could always try and see how close we get, just like we did with that guy up in Hate.
Oh, for sure. We'll, as soon as we have like a good turnout on a night, we'll definitely take a shot at it.
Well, and a lot more people got 50 recently. So
Oh yeah,
got
we
a
have
bigger
way
pool.
more, and we've recruited some 50s.
You know, like I said, some people are sitting up in Hate right now, trying to get some gear, and by the time we do our next raid, people are going to be outfitted a little bit better.
Yeah, those melee augments are pretty cool.
Expensive, though.
They are, but you're not buying spells, but then you are trying to buy gear, so I don't know.
It's an investment for any tank, though. Should be getting it, especially the max level one.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, like, when the server first came out, you didn't see too many tanks walking around with one.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna pull them both.
Any name spottings while you're down here, or are you not going after the actual Shin?
There's somebody camping the Shin.
Always, dude.
Guys.
What's up, Cypher?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Been busy all day.
Oh, yeah? What you been playing?
Played a few games. I played a really, really bad game that is now no longer on my computer, thank goodness, called The Ottoman Empire. Spectacular Millennium. That is a 12-minute video of a waste of my life.
Better or worse than Villages?
Oh, it is better than Villages. I would
Worse
put
than
it.
Bloody Boobs? So not the worst game you've ever played.
No. It's the top. It's top 5 probably. I mean, you actually. Let me explain it to you. Okay, first off, Ottoman Empire makes me have the feels. I like that period in time, but the assets are so horrible. And the whole point of the game when you start it is to look for keys among 150 randomly placed items within the world. And you find the keys, you open the door, and you go into another place. While you're doing that, you can see that it was horribly made. It's a horribly made game. It's, whenever you are playing games that have trees and things in it, normally you can at least go up to the tree itself, but you can see that the asset has like 4 walls on the trees. So you walk up to the tree and you can like feel the outline because it's pushing you away from the tree. It is just so bad. And then you get to the second stage and I'm like, okay, all right, at least I'm not collecting things this time. At least I get to fight. And then it ends up being
Like even the combat wasn't enjoyable.
No, no.
The worst. Tig says he appreciates that we play those games so that they don't have to.
Yeah, well, that's the name of the video is called Ottoman Empire Spectacular Millennium. It's that bad. Because
Because that name builds it up as something better.
it does. Spectacular Millennium just says to me that, wow, that is a really bad name. That's got to be a bad game. But once over, if you go and actually look at the discussions, someone complained about the fact that it's $20 this game,
Oh my god.
and they even said in the thing that this has to be pricier. $20 for this hodgepodge 3D model asset. You should rethink that price. And then the developer comes back and says, well, we're going to publish a game every month until summer, and we will change the prices as we go, lowering the prices. And the guy replies back and says, this should be your last game. And the developer laughs. He laughs out loud back at that person. It's like, that is how you know a developer cares nothing about the quality of the game.
Yeah,
That they're just doing it for money.
You could see maybe that he was, trying to laugh it off as the other guy's being a little harsh on it. But when you say the game actually sucks that bad, there's no way that he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And a game every month, dude. Come on, like you're not putting
If
any.
you can't
effort
make
into that.
one game, if you can't make one game that is decent, how are you going to make a game every month? Other than the fact to make money out of it.
I think you'd be amazed if you could make one game a month and it'd be anywhere near half decent. Like it takes a long time to make a video game.
You can there's a part where you're coming down this road in the gathering portion of it, and you see three bears placed right next to each other. They're not moving, they're just standing there, and you're like, this guy literally spent no time making this game.
See, I think
honestly, when I got to the end of the stage and found the keys, I was expecting it to say game over, to be honest. That's how bad I thought it was.
why end the game when they have absolutely no effort to build the next level? You know, like they just make another level. It could be like 150 levels, and it sounds great when you say, "Oh, game has 150 levels, has 10,000 obstacles. Obstacles being a rock." You know, like it's just ridiculous what they do with these things.
Yep.
But you remember Villages? Villages was like $15.99.
Villages was not a game. It was not a game.
No, but it was $15.99 or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, that is true.
And then it had the DLC that was in the game for a game that wasn't even done yet. And then it also had the in-game purchases. And there was a purchase for a suitcase that was $150 for a game that wasn't really a game, and you couldn't do anything with the purchase of $150. Like
that is correct.
The games that suck the worst always tend to have so many extra features for no reason.
Yeah, to try to get your money. It's horrible. But that said, Guilds of Dalinar was really good. And there was an update for Journey of Life that made the game 5 times better. I haven't even released the second chapter of it, or the second video of it, but I'm going to be starting completely over because they added so much. They changed the map for the better. I mean, that's a game that you're looking for, is a game that actually says, you know what, we put out a game, it is playable, but you know what, we're going to keep giving. And that's the Astroneers kind of mentality of, we could have stopped, but we're going to keep going.
But those are the rare, dude. Like, Astroneers, still to this day, blows me away with just how, over the course of a year and a half, I can't think of any other game that we played for a year and a half, off and on, as they came out with a new update. Every single time they came out with a new update, we were like, let's go check that out. Let's see what they added, because I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't think of another one. I can't think of one game that's ever gotten to that point. So those are the diamond in the rough. You're not going to find those every day.
Yeah, and Journey of Life still has some things it needs to work out. It's still in early access, but whenever you bring something up to them, they're like, okay, we're gonna get that taken care of, and they do it. They put out an update like a few days after people were complaining about messing with the crafting. There was something wrong in the crafting. They got an update back out quick. Someone said, hey, is there any chance we can have a German translation? Boom, German translation is out now. I mean, every time, but they're also keeping to their own stuff, and they just added like 5 new workbenches, and they changed the map entirely. All of the UI is completely updated. It just looks great.
That's a lot of
That
work.
said-
That's a pretty good team right there to be able to handle all
Yeah.
that and what they were already handling before.
Yeah, and they're fast. They're fast on their replies too. But I was able to get the Epic downloader done today. I didn't get a chance to go to town, but I am tomorrow. I'm going to try to go in early because I'm having lunch later that day, and try to get Satisfactory because I want to play that game so bad.
Yes, just remember tomorrow we're doing the fear thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, Satisfactory looks good. I'm looking forward to playing that one, and then later this week playing Diablo, the original one with Shrieky and whoever else wants to join us. I think that's up to a 4-player that we can get in there.
I'd play it, but it's another money thing, and I'm actually saving right now for a new microphone.
Oh yeah, what kind are you going for?
You would ask me that right now.
Oh, I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. But I'm just,
I know what it is. I just kind of got to look it up.
It's a Snowball. You're going with RE20, Shure 7B.
It's a Rode R45, I think, something like that.
Rode R70. What, 75? You said?
45 maybe. Let me see. I sent an email with it. Actually, I have it in my text too. It'll probably be faster through email. Or not, because internet.
Got a pop. It's good timing for the pop. These are the last mobs from back there.
What level are you guys now?
I'm 24.
I'm only 19, 20? 19. Yeah, I haven't really leveled up that much. 45 comes back with nothing.
It's an NT USB. Rode NT USB.
NT.
So
wait, say that again. NT what?
USB.
Rode. There it is.
NT USB.
Studio quality, carbanoid condenser microphone.
I'm going with that one mainly because I like the design.
What's wrong with the one you got?
You guys can't hear it, but I can hear it when I'm recording. There's this noise.
Oh, like a hiss?
Yeah, and I've gone through everything for the Blue Yeti to try to resolve it. The only way I can resolve it is to edit the audio after I've recorded, and then that means I have to use a software that separates the audio out into separate streams, and then it means I have to render that video because of the fact that the software that I use to edit doesn't work with that type of video, which then means that the audio is never on the same track or even with the actual video. So I just want a new microphone. It's a little long way to go about it, but yeah, I've been wanting a new one. I like the Yeti, but I think I'm gonna probably end up getting a new microphone, and passing this one on to someone else who can use it.
I have been disconnected.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Me three.
Yeah, me too.
Server must have went
Hey,
down.
Yeah, okay, all right, guys. Well, stick with us. We're gonna see we can get back in there. I realize you can't see anything, so let me throw something up on my screen so you know that we're still here.
Whoa. I forgot I had.
That freaking spooked me.
What, that it shut down like that?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I was
in a
at
dark room. I need to turn a light on. That's what needs to happen.
use one of those keyboards. You got the ones that light up and do a little jingle. They can dance too now.
Did you guys watch the new Twilight Zone? It's on YouTube.
Wait, what?
Is it?
Well, they aired the first one on YouTube.
Like a
it's-
new Twilight Zone, like made
Uh-huh.
by.
Doesn't it have the dude from Parks and Rec in it?
No. It has Peele from Key and Peele.
Could have swore I saw like a still frame.
He may be in one of the episodes, but the actual narrator is not Keegan Michael Key, Jordan Peele.
Is it written by Hitchcock or?
No, these are new stories. It's probably by Peele because of the fact that he's been doing a lot of horror stuff. But the one that I just watched was actually really amazingly done. It brought me back to those days of the Twilight Zone.
I wonder how he got permission to use the name though.
Because it's owned by CBS, and CBS is trying to bring it back online, I believe.
Are you fucking kidding me? My damn pier just spawned, and the server crashed.
Yep, server is
No.
down. I can see it in the
Down.
background.
They knew.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they knew you were waiting for that item.
Oh my
The guy,
god!
the guy I was grouping with, we got the first one, and it went to him in like the first hour we were there, but we were just there another 4 hours total. It spawns, server dies.
Ugh.
So you guys got one cloak at least?
Yeah, he got a cloak. Yeah.
That sucks.
'Cause
I need to do that camp too.
You know when it comes back, I'm not gonna jinx you or anything. I'm just saying, like,
Hey,
I won't finish it.
maybe an earthquake. I'm just
It's like
kidding.
all names everywhere in every zone.
Yeah. Oh my god! I can't believe that just happened.
As far as that background noise cipher, I know sometimes people will get that when the connection, the actual cord, is being rubbed or is not the greatest quality. So
I've changed cords. I have an external powered USB that isn't even close to the computer. Changed different locations on the computer.
Oh, okay, so
changed between a 3.0 USB and a standard USB. I've done all of it.
yeah, so you've gone through the list.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to this one on YouTube some point and see what that sounds like. I've never actually seen this one, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna do more research. It's a good amount of money for me to fork over, seeing that I don't make any money. So,
I told you about that quest mode, right?
Yeah,
You could use that because it's completely legit, where you could play phone games and they pay you.
yeah,
So it's a little weird in that regard. Mainly, it's supposed to be that you tell your viewers about it and they go play it, but they let you play it too. And
yeah.
you know, some of them are actually pretty cool. They had a Star Trek one on there. I got a little addicted to myself, and they had another like real time strategy game. I can't think of the name of it now. It had like castles and knights and things of that sort. I played for like a month. And,
Yeah.
then they got like the weird ones that are like Bejeweled, or you know, the time sync. So I'm sitting in traffic or I'm like having to wait someplace. Those are like the greatest ones ever.
Is that Quest Mode IO?
No, it's just quest mode. In fact, it's on my dashboard under. Let me open it up. Here's the link to the actual site for my link for AC Gamer, but you can sign up for it yourself and get it put onto your Twitch page, and then click on your own link, and it will show your all the games they have that day. They have World of Warships on there right now, and weird things on there every so often. They're doing a giveaway too. Anybody who goes on there and plays right now has a chance of winning a GTX 1080.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, they're giving away 3 of them this month. The last month they gave away a computer, so I mean the chances are probably pretty freaking rare, to be honest, with that many people playing. But hey, people get lucky. But mainly the purpose behind it is when somebody goes on there and they play a game, it has a chance of earning you the money because they're playing through your link, but they get to earn points that then they can use to subscribe to other Twitch users or you. So they can, instead of having to pay the $4.99 or for tier 2, I think it's like $9.99 or $24.99 for the tier 3 one. They don't have to pay any of that. It's all free, and they made that just by playing a video game that they otherwise might have been played anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go through that.
But I did it for like a month straight. I just kind of went through and tested them all out to make sure it wasn't a scam before I started like advertising it. And I think I made like $120 just by playing little games here and there.
That is pretty crazy. And awesome. Yeah, I wish I could get to a point where I could actually stream, but that's not going to happen.
See, that one you don't have to stream. You can just put it on there. I mean, they even have it where you can put it on there for your YouTube channel. Just put that down in the comment section. Since it's locked at the moment.
Yeah, I just wish I could actually stream these games, because at least I'd have a better interaction of like why in the world are you playing this game?
Right, why it sucks so bad. Because when you're there playing a game that sucks that horribly by yourself, it just doesn't do it.
Oh, you know what? I went hard on it too. I was holding nothing back on it. Let me see. There's a part I get right into it, like right after I do the intro. Let me see here. All right, let's see. Get past that. All right, so I get into it right away. The thing is running at 15 to 30 frames per second. Took me 15 minutes just to get into the actual playing the game portion. Is the other thing. I completely forgot about that. Then it took me, once I finished that level, it took me another 10 to 15 minutes for it to load the next level. And then you get the piece of crap next level. So it was just absolutely horrible. It was definitely not done very well.
Did they even have a title screen at least where you can change the options before you got into the game? I don't know why game companies are doing away with that. It's the weirdest thing ever. Who doesn't want to have a option?
The sound was so loud too. So I was like, okay, I'm in the game finally. I'm gonna do this while I'm recording, because I like bringing this up also. I hate games that don't have options at the beginning. And I go into options and I go into sound, and you hover over music, and then you hover over sound effects, and nothing. You can't. It's not even. It doesn't even light up as if you can go into that specific option. It doesn't have a slide bar. Nothing. So
they really didn't spend any time whatsoever. Not even to give you like an option, like, which is the base of like a video game. Just to start with, is a window to start the game and an option screen. Holy crap.
So yeah, that game no longer resides on my computer. As soon as that video is over, it was off. Need a drink, sir? You doing all right over there? It sounds like you're not feeling very well.
I am not feeling very well at all. No, I'm coming down with something for sure.
That's not good. I think last time you were sick, you were sick for a good while.
Usually don't get sick that often, so yeah, it usually hits me pretty hard. But you know, stuff's going around right now. The weather's changing a lot. We just got hit by that weird, like out of the nowhere cold front that just brought a whole bunch of rain. I think Florida right now, you guys are getting hit with it as well.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely cold outside. No snow, of course, but it was feeling cold.
Are any of you guys able to get back in, or is it still down for you as well?
It's all down, yeah.
I did look at that link that you guys threw up into Officer Chat about mess.
Oh yeah. I was just trying to find the Mangler status, and that was like one of the top Google.
What about mess?
It's their
Page.
guild website.
Show all the dragons they've taken down. And they invaded the server.
So I was watching another streamer earlier. He is part of that big Zerging guild, Might and Magic, Million Magic or whatever.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They were prepping for Planet Air today, and they had 140 people log in for raids, so they sent 3 60-man raids.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. That's a little too much. And they're running DKP. It's like, how are you keeping track of that? There's no way.
I would assume at this point in the game, there's probably something automated you can do, right?
I would hope so.
Like it would check the logs or something of the raid. I don't know.
Or they assign it to a few people and then give them DKP for doing the DKP.
DKP for doing the dirty deed.
/raid dump.
If you go onto their website and you go to their members online, it's freaking massive.
They're not accepting any more new members either.
Nah,
They're good, bruh.
they're good.
Oh, is the confused gnome looking for a new home?
No. Why would I be confused?
We all heard you yesterday.
What did I say yesterday?
Oh boy. Were you drunk yesterday? Is that what that all was?
I was drunk yesterday. I don't drink alcohol.
What, the
Better watch
turnuckins?
out.
Or...
Come over there and stab you in the knuckles.
Hey, now the knuckles, that is a whole other situation. Don't make me stab you in the knuckles.
With the turducken.
Yeah.
I'm dead as crap. Was camping lower. Dude, you know, it's... We had somebody who's been camping a mob for the last, 3 hours or something like that. Literally just spawned on him.
5 hours.
5 hours. And it literally spawned right there in front of him and the server went down, so... Yeah.
We engaged it. It was at 20% health, and then everything stopped. And I'm like, no, I know what's happening. No.
Were you able to, when you had killed it before, did you have it set to always need? Because you may have, well, if the server went down, the server went down. I was going to say, if you guys were actually able to finish killing it before the server completely went offline, you could have had the chance to have it thrown in your inventory.
Mess has 250 unique members.
That's ridiculous.
It's not that hard to do, really, if you just go out and recruit people. Especially as you start taking down the bigger targets, people start coming to you. I'm just not quite sure, who wants to be in a guild that big? I wouldn't want to be in a guild that big.
I don't want to deal with something that big.
Yeah, the drama that has to be going on about who stepped on whose foot. And
So yeah, I did set it to always need. So maybe some luck.
Maybe.
if they don't roll it back like they did last time the server came down.
Well, if they roll it back, that could be a good thing.
I lost
I'll be
2
so
levels.
pissed.
No, that's not going to be... How's that going to be a good thing?
I don't know how far back. I'm talking about rolling back the server to that specific instance when it spawns.
Oh, they're not going to go back and figure out what mods were supposed to spawn at what time and roll it back to that point. They won't even go back and remove basic things that aren't supposed to be in the game yet.
Yeah, this is true.
Please no rollback. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants a rollback. But the last time it came down was either launch day or the day after launch day. I can't even remember now because they all blur together. We were on for so long. And I lost like 2 levels. So I was like 20 minutes or something.
Well, didn't they do that rollback in response to people accessing mounts in the cash shop?
I don't remember hearing like why they did it, but it's always possible that that's what it was.
I thought it was because people were getting access to mounts that were giving them like crazy stats.
No, that was Salos. Salos, they banned those.
Yeah, well, it happened on Salos, but I think they took down Mangler and Salo, even though it was only happening on Salo.
See, I'm not sure if they had that problem on Mangler. I didn't hear that, but it's always possible. Any raiding guilds you guys would recommend? There's a lot of raiding guilds out there. If you're looking for something that's a little casual, and the fact that we do raids, always welcome to join us. We've done Hate. We're going to do Fear tomorrow. We did Finny already. And if we can get a few more clerics on, we have them in the guild. We just have to get them all on at the right time. We already had something planned to kill Nagy and Vox. So with any luck, we'll nail down an actual schedule on exactly when each one of those mobs is going to be done and on what day. And if we can get people geared and skilled fast enough, we can knock several of those things out in one day.
Hey, we can also plan a raid to go raid Shariki's fridge.
It's true, but all you're gonna find in there is like 12-year-old mustard and.
We're coming for your top ramen. We're coming for it.
Top ramen. I want some of that.
And his chocolate edibles.
Ooh.
Isn't all chocolate edible? Well.
Let's see, I rolled my first character on Friday up to a level 34 cleric now. Yeah, we'd love to get you in, man. That's if the server ever comes back up, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Could be down all night. This kind of reminds me of launch day all over again, except I'm not pulling out my hair because it's already all gone.
So
Yeah.
here's the funny thing, is that I saw something earlier that said Celo, whatever, had planned downtime for tonight. And I'm wondering if the servers are linked and they just both went down for the update.
That would kind of make sense. That would also explain why they took down Mangler during launch day, because Salos had mounts going on.
Yeah.
Although, why would they be linked? I mean,
Nice if they had a server-wide message about it.
Oh, dude, you're not gonna get those niceties. Hey, by the way, the server's coming down, and right now. I didn't see any. I wasn't really paying attention, but I didn't see any yellow text.
There was
No, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
When they stopped DDoSing. Oh. Yeah, that was a game. There's another game that me and Cypher played that had that problem a lot. What was the name of it now, Cypher? Do you remember? It was...
Of course I don't remember it. Ooh, buddy.
Yeah,
that was close.
It's going to annoy me now. But yeah, there was another one that we were playing. It was an MMO. And there was, of course, a lot of people going in there and farming money.
Albion Online.
Albion Online. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. They were farming as bots, just going in there and selling things for real money. And the game company was like, no, we don't want that on our server. It's not really the environment that we would hope to get out of our game. And you're taking money away from the player base, and we're having to ban people. So they went in there and they put a stop to it. Literally just shut all of those bots down in one day, which, bravo to them that they're actually able to do that. The downside is the bots didn't like that. Right? These are people who kind of on the gray area of the law in the first place. So they DDoSed the shit out of that game for like 2 weeks straight. Just nothing but DDoSed it. And they were pretty good about letting the people know what was going on. They're like, we turned it over to the FBI and we were replying with this and we upgraded to this server and that and this, and nothing worked. But eventually they got it worked out, and the farmers came back. They won. They won the day, so that kind of sucked. But Yeah, I'm not sure what you could do for DDoSing. It doesn't seem like there's any company out there that has control over stopping that. It is illegal, and if they find you, they will prosecute you a lot. But if you're in another country, like China or North Korea,
places
that we have
where people do that.
that we have no control over.
Hmm.
China number one. China number one.
China does that crap a lot. Word on the street is that Salos was getting DDoSed because someone was on Sleeper and people were mad.
Yeah, I read somewhere that I forget where I even saw it now. One of the warders died, and then the servers went down.
I thought it was an instant zone. What does it matter if Sleeper gets woken?
I don't know.
The real world sleeper gets woken and it opens up a bunch of zones that aren't ready to be open yet.
Yeah, but it doesn't close anything, right?
It closes sleeper. for
Kills the
everybody.
warders.
Well, no, it only
It doesn't
kills.
close the zone. It just it stops the warders from spawning.
It only closes the warders on the open pick. But if you go in there and with the agent of change, they'll be closed or they'll be up because he'll be asleep again.
I'm gonna look up and see what exactly sleeper opens.
Sleeper starts the reign of Bertoxilus.
So we all in here because the server's down?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just talking about the fact that it sounds
This
like
was the experience
Salos
one, but
Salos was getting hit by DDoS right now because somebody was pissy that Sleeper might be getting woken up over there. And it sounds like the Mangler and Salos are on the same whatever, which is why they're getting shut down at the same time.
I wasn't even playing EverQuest, to be honest. I was just
If you
hanging.
want to do something really toxic, you should go to Plane of Hate open world. It's
Oh, I thought you guys were having pretty good luck in there. You guys got
I don't feel like
Oh.
getting cancer tonight.
it's okay as soon as it sort of starts to hit peak. So the bots come out and they put all their pets on guard and they just kill all your mobs that you pull for them. It's like random raids just picking into your group. Like 30 people just appear in front of you.
Yeah, but multiple picks that you can kind of jump into, right?
Yeah, but it's only one pick usually. So there's the open world and the pick, so the raid will just flip between the two.
Those bots won't be in there for long, though. Once they gear out all their bots and they get done jacking around with themselves, then...
They only want gems, dude. So they'll be there for a...
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
you
there
think
for
so?
gems.
I thought they were just there to get some gear for their guys that they've been butt naked this entire time.
I think it's a bonus, but I think they're majority there for the gems so they can sell them to make money to buy drugs.
We are
Whoa, whoa,
currently
whoa.
investigating a
You can make money to buy drugs by doing this?
I think
Hold
they
on,
need
dude.
more socks,
There's
though.
many an addict, Shuriki, that plays this game purely for the fact that they can sell cranny to get... I'm dead serious.
Wow,
Man,
I didn't realize that was
I'm
a thing.
playing this game for the wrong reasons.
Should I ruin my life playing EverQuest and getting a cocaine addiction?
It-
Tempting.
It sounds
Actually
like
is.
that is
It
like the
doesn't
worst
sound
way
like
about making
ruining
money.
your life to me.
Well, it cuts it short. I mean, but it has you have a good 5 years.
Yeah.
Really,
Sounds like a
that you're
pretty
li-
good time.
You got it backwards. It's I ruined my life by playing cocaine and getting an EverQuest addiction.
Think of it this way, right? If you had to get items in order to get on, imagine how many times when people steal their camp that they would be sitting there itching their arms like, fuck! Because they can't get on because they can't get money.
I'm so glad that I have a real job to support my drug habits.
I was gonna say, like, that's probably the worst way to probably make money. What do they get out of it? It's $14.99 or something for a chrono,
They
right?
sell for like $6 or $7.
So $6 or
$7.
$7.
They have teams of bots sitting at hill giants all day, every day.
No, I understand that, but you still have to
Not making
pay.
money to make cranny.
You still have to pay for internet, So that's like $100, and you got to pay for the computer that you're running 6 games on. So that's probably at least like $300-$400 computer.
Oh, it's just like anything, it needs an investment. But once you pass that investment, then
I don't see a drug addict really having the patience to invest in anything. Like he'd be like, why don't I just sell my laptop and go get myself some more crack?
Well, it doesn't have to really be a drug addict. It could just be a drug user like me.
Oh well. Still, I mean, just go get yourself a real job and you'll make a lot more money a lot faster, and then you could have the downtime to play a video game.
But you can't
That's
really.
what I do.
You can't
Now
like
you're
rip a
splitting hairs.
a pipe in the middle of your working day, can you?
If you work at
Not-
I guess I shouldn't say it because we're on stream, but yeah, there's several places that I swear
I mean,
they're
there might be a
high
couple of
when they're
jobs
doing
where
it.
you can, but you tend to not keep those jobs very long. But farming Kronos, you can rip one up anytime you want.
I guess so. I mean, the jobs that you're
In
gonna
your
make decent
underwear.
amount of money on, you're probably gonna get drug tested anyways. So,
I don't get drug tested.
well, your job is a little different, and you live in a state that allows it. So,
I mean, weed is legal here. It's not like cocaine and stuff is legal here. I can't go to the store and buy crack.
not yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
One day, right? Heard
Go
Steve
Steve-
super left field,
like-
and you got
80 years ago, you probably could.
go to the malt shoppy and get yourself one of those.
yeah, gonna try and go super left field on you guys and ask if you guys have ever played Daisy.
Daisy.
Yeah, because they revamped it sort of recently. It's all like proper release now. It's not better or anything, and there's like a massive UI change and the game's stable. Yeah, I'm just wondering if anybody ever played it back in the day or if they're playing it now. What are they
I
feeling?
played it when it was the Arma 2 mod.
Yeah, I watched a few videos that Thum did as well, and I think one of the main complaints he had was it was just taking forever and they weren't doing anything with it.
That day has finally come.
Only took him what, 6-7 years?
Yeah, it took them a while. I think the genre's sort of shipped now, but I'm just looking for something to split up my playtime to 24/7 EQ. Right?
Yeah. If you guys find something that you want to kind of jump into together, let me know. I'm like me and Cypher are gonna do the. I think Shrieky said you have that one as well, right? The
Yeah, Satisfactory. Fuck yeah.
for those of you who like building sim construction type things.
I fall asleep as it is, guys.
Not for everybody, for sure, but I like games like that. It's been a while since I played a good one.
I can't justify paying $60. That's how much it is in Australian for Daisy. 45 for you guys. It's just way too much.
Yeah, that's still too much.
I can't justify paying for any game these days when I have so many of them just waiting for me to try.
Alright, well, I'm done waiting. You guys have fun. Hopefully you get back in soon.
All right, Trev. What level did you get to, by the way?
Oh, still 14.
Oh, okay.
What class?
Bard.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yep.
we saw him today. He wasn't. He didn't have really the greatest gear. So if you guys see a good weapon for him, I'm gonna talk to Nonal, see if he has anything extra.
Well, whatever's going on, other servers are starting to fall now.
They're getting hit by DDoS.
Yeah, Verona V just crashed. Lukeland's lagged to all hell.
Well, I hope whoever did it was. Well, maybe I should say I hope, but whoever did it, if you didn't cover your tracks, you're probably gonna go to jail for it. So. It's like those people who call in a bomb threat so they don't have to take their class that day.
That's just bad.
Yeah. I mean, it gets you out of taking the test, but, gets you into handcuffs.
Yeah.
Let's see, what games do I have over here? Waves of All Tide. Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Isn't it sad that people still want to DDoS a game that's 20 years old?
It's sad that anybody wants to DDoS a game that's brand new. I don't understand. It's a video game. You're supposed to be having fun with it, and just because somebody else happens to call you a name or it's like all I can think of is like their maturity level isn't high enough yet. Because wait until you get a job. People are gonna call you all sorts of names, especially if you work in customer service.
Yep.
Oh, Comcast, how I wish you would suck at that.
Yep.
I'm with you on that one.
It's like, I want to say like 3 nights a week, right around 9 o'clock. Every night it goes down. Very briefly.
It's a pain in the butt, but I would definitely call them and complain about it. It takes a while before they do anything, but if you complain enough, it does seem like they fix whatever the issue is.
Yeah, so I have been doing that, and they keep referring back to it's on my side. Well, I'm like, well, there's only one thing that's on my side, and that's your stupid modem you make me have, so how about you replace it?
Oh, yeah. If you're renting it from them, absolutely call them. If you bought it yourself, they always try to blame you for it. And then they won't do anything about it. But, yeah, if you're renting it from them, call them up and just sit there on the phone until they get somebody to come out, because you're under warranty for it. So you didn't like my Fantasy Blacksmith, huh, Cypher?
I've been giving it another chance, but no. I actually played a little today, and I'm still not a fan of it.
Did you see My Little Blacksmith Shop came out with new updates?
No. Actually, I was going to bring up the fact that you have a game of the quality of Fantasy Blacksmith Shop that actually isn't as high. The graphics aren't of what this game is trying to give you, but it's still much better. Has more playability to it.
Which one?
My Little Blacksmith Shop is better.
My Little Blacksmith Shop is like second to none right now as far as crafting games, in my opinion.
Yeah. I need to get the newest version. Start doing videos of that one. Oh my goodness! I keep hitting walls. That's not good.
You do that in real life too when you're driving down the freeway? Oh
No.
my god, lady, get out of the road!
No, I try not to drive, but even when I do, I try to stay away from people.
Bumper cars? Oh, dude, some lady made a turn in front of me today, going down, and she did the little U-turn in the middle. Had to jam on my brakes to stop from like ramming into her. And all she was like just on her cell phone, as if nothing happened.
Of course, they were on their cell phone because that's what people like that do. They're on their cell phone.
I hate
when
being
they do that kind of crap.
I hate being that guy that like, oh, I hate people on cell phones, but I literally hate people who are on their cell phones. I've been T-boned by a person on their cell phone, and I almost T-boned somebody today because they were on their cell phone and they cut right in front of me.
Well, the thing is that a cell phone is just as bad as drinking. It could actually be worse because you lose all consciousness of what's happening around you. There was actually a study done where they actually had someone who was on their cell phone, and in front of them they were surrounded by clowns, and they didn't even know until they hung up their cell phone.
That would freak me out. That'd probably make me shit my pants. Get off my cell phone.
No clue.
Be surrounded by clowns. It's like a horror movie right there.
Yeah, they had no clue what was happening around them the whole time.
Were they chanting like "One of Us, School Gobble"?
No.
Honking their horns.
They were just standing there. One of them was juggling. One was on was on a unicycle, and they were there for a solid minute and a half before the person put the phone down. It was like, what the heck is happening?
It's like the killer clowns from outer space thing. They're all just sitting there watching you. Big hands on the window, wrapping it from behind.
Yep.
You want to come out and play? Am I liking Mangler?
guys...
Oh, go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it was just somebody was asking if we like Mangler over P99. Two different things, man. Apples and oranges. I like both, but P99, I would say if I had to pick one server over the other one, I'd pick P99.
P99 all day, every day. But I like what Mangler is giving us.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
And that's really the only way you can explain it, is what it gives us is a really cool experience as far as the gear and the rating and all that. You're reliving your childhood, literally.
P99, you relive childhood. This one, not so much.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But I'm saying that I've never actively since I was a kid playing the game. I say kid loosely because I was in my 20s when EverQuest came out. But you're going out and you're actively seeking equipment that you haven't actively sought out in a long time.
Why P99? And the main reason on that one would be it's the original game that I played back in the day, and the second most main reason on that would be the community. Community is amazing during leveling. When you get into the raids, it's toxic, right? There's no ifs and buts about it. It could be really, really horrible to go raids because everybody is going after the same mob. The downside to playing here on Mangler is it's reverse. Leveling is incredibly toxic because all people are after is the chrono, for the most part. You see a lot of people going after chrono and money because money is chrono. Once you get into the raid stuff, you can do your own instant. So not so bad there. The servers are down, by the way, guys. Apparently, the rumor, anyways, is that Salos was getting DDoSed, the direct denial of service, because somebody was going after Sleeper, and they were trying to wake him up, and this person did not like that. So they shut the server down, and Mangler and Salos, for whatever reason, are on the same server. So we got shut down at the same time. Been down for about 30 minutes.
About half an hour.
Yeah.
So, speaking of clowns, there's a few YouTube videos out there of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and people that go around dressed as
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
And it's like you'll be walking through a room and you'll see a clown, and then you see like 2 clowns, and then you see 4 clowns.
That's what we should do on the Grand Theft Auto roleplay server.
Play clowns?
Yeah, all of us play clowns, and either like get out of a car together, or like freak people out and make us all look the same, and then like space us out so like it looks like we're following people.
If we did that, we would have to be assassin clowns, and we'd have to try to figure out how to mime, because I don't want to. You don't talk. You mime together.
I mean, I don't really want to be an assassin one. I want to be like the killer clowns from outer space that walk around with straws and drink people. You remember that one where they wrap people in candy?
Yeah.
Or it was cotton candy, I think.
Yep, cotton candy. God, how old was I when that came out? I think I was like 4.
They just remastered it. If you want to like watch remastered in Blu-ray. So that came out like 5-6 months ago.
Hell yeah, I might have to peep that up.
It's so cheese, dude. Like if you're into cheese, that would be, one of those 80s movies that you watch. You're just like, oh my god, so bad but so great at the same time.
Come on, man. I soberly watched Sharknado. I'll probably watch that.
I will have to admit, I was right there with you. I watched Sharknado all the way up until I think it was the 4th one, and then I just couldn't get into it after they were already off the deep end. I don't know what else to say. They jumped the shark and then had sex with it.
Yeah. They were like, let's add lightning bolts. Let's add T-Rexes. Where was it going? I don't even know.
I don't think they knew either. They were just like, what haven't we done? Time travel. George Washington, baseball bats. Somehow put them all together, right? Just like random words, throw it into there.
Someone was incredibly high. when they handed out that script.
And it was charming at first of like how bad it was done, right? Like the first one, they didn't do it on purpose. They were legitly trying to make a cheap movie. And then it got that cult following, and they're like, hey, you know, people actually like the fact that this movie sucks so bad. Let's make a second one. They embraced it too much, guys. Way too much towards the end.
Way too.
And I think one of the other things that kind of killed me too is, everybody has to make money, and commercials are everywhere. It's just part of life. There's no way you're going to get around it. But to this day, I have not seen any other movie stop what they're doing in the middle of it and advertise like makeup during the movie.
Wait, what?
Like she's running from a shark and she stops to talk about makeup and then starts running again. It's weird. It breaks the
fourth wall.
Well, yeah, it breaks all of that, and it's a commercial, so you want to tear your eyes out. And the movie's not that great anyways, so. You guys got a favorite cheesy movie, like of all times, like the worst movie?
See, I've never been a fan of cheesy movies.
There's no movie out there that like everybody else hates, but you still enjoy.
There's a movie called Vampire Smile. It's probably from the 90s. It has some English woman who's a assassin vampire, and it is so bad.
Vampire Smile.
I've got a couple, but I can't think of their names right now.
There's a song named Vampire Smile.
Let me see if I can find it, because it's pretty, It was like a C-grade movie at the bottom of a rental place that me and my friends found, and it became our...
Right, something like Joe Bob's Briggs would have done Late at Night, or Elvira. I left P99 once Sleeper was awoke. They have had talk about putting him back to sleep.
Oh, sorry, I stand corrected, AC. The movie's called Razor Blade Smile, and it's about a vampire assassin, so that's why I'm...
Razor Blade. I'm always looking for really, really bad movies to watch. British Independent Film Award for Best Achievement in Production. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know how they got that award.
It's a 4.8 out of 10 on IMDb, so not the worst. It has a little bit of a following. 1998 is when that thing came out. Let's check out the preview here. I'll have to mute it. Ooh, that's a little loud. Oh my god, this looks
amazing.
This looks like it needs to be on Mystery Science Theater. Okay, so yeah, a little bit of sack cells, right? Latex suit.
There you go, AC. This is one of my favorite worst movies ever, and a lot of people feel this way, but a lot of people like it too. Wicker Man.
The one with Nicolas Cage, or the original?
Yes. Yeah, with Nick Cage.
I watched it. I sat through the entire thing at the movie theater because I'm a fan of Nicolas Cage, but not a fantastic movie in my opinion. But yeah, I see.
That is the only reason I watched it too, because it was a Nick Cage movie.
Wait a minute, which is what? Okay, Wicker Man. Which one is that about?
He's a cop who goes to an island filled with a cult that he doesn't realize is a cult until it's too late.
Okay.
And they have bees.
Maybe I'm thinking of Matchstick Man?
Matchstick Man, he's a con artist, I believe, in that one.
Yeah, he's a con artist. Okay, yeah.
So basically, there's nothing to do once you get to that point. Then get a net. There's actually plenty of things to do. In fact, they just added the Chartic 2.0 or 1.5 actually, because it's not fully released just yet. But some quests to get done over there, and getting your VP keys. Like, I've been playing that thing for about 3.5 years now, and I still haven't gotten to VP. I still haven't gotten to the Sleeper's Tomb. If you only have one tune, then yeah, you could probably do it in a year and a half. Get into all those different places. But if you're creating alts and hanging out with your friends, it's going to take you a lot of time on P99. Seeking says that was a good movie. Which one? The Wicker Man?
How dare that?
Okay.
Not missing anything in VP, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, but I mean, if you've never been there and you're on P99, there are some really nice items to get. I was working on my VP key before we came over here, and I was very, very close.
I can't think of a good.
You can't think of a good bad movie?
Not the.
Not a fan of like horror movies at all, like Highway 66 or 666, and what was that? Cop from Hell.
No. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess.
The Postman. Postman got some absolutely horrible reviews. I liked it. Kevin Costner. I mean,
Yes, The Postman with Costner. That was great.
yeah, he got so like he wrote that, starred in it, directed it, and it's gotten so many
Waterworld. I actually did like
It was better than
Waterworld.
Waterworld because it wasn't too gaudy and over the top.
Waterworld
Same
was
sort of.
horrible.
What about what was that movie with Robin Williams? 1 Hour Photo.
I didn't see it. I didn't want to ruin my image
Never saw
of
that
Robin
one.
Williams
I
because
wouldn't say that's a bad movie. I thought it was really good.
So a lot of people, well, me personally, I thought it was great, but the big main following was like, oh yeah, it was a turd movie. I thought it was good.
I heard that he did a really good job of acting really creepy in that one, and that's why I didn't want to see
It
it.
was creepy AF.
Yeah. It was great.
Yeah,
Believable.
I like him as an actor, and I like seeing him as a funny guy, and I don't want to have that like image in my back of the mind of him being like a stalker or child molester or something. Whatever he was playing in that movie was.
Oh, I do
I'll tell you
remember that
one
movie. That
surprised me was Punch Drunk Love.
I absolutely
with
hate
Adam
that
Sandler in
movie.
it.
I don't know why. I've watched it like 7 times, and I could not stand that movie.
House of a Thousand Corpses was pretty good, but it was also kind of bad all at once.
What was that ghost movie? The really bad one where they were locked in the clear cages.
Oh, you're talking about 13th Ghost?
Yes.
I like that one. I thought that was really good.
Fucking so cringy. Come on.
It was very cringy for sure. With but I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's.
Ah, how dare you defend?
Jack the Bear, 1993, with Danny DeVito, professional clowns whose wife dies in a car accident, has left him to care for his 2 young boys. I don't remember that one, but he looks a little creepy in that one. Let's see, what did he get as a score? Got a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, that's, not fantastic, but it's not bad either. They did horribly though, unfortunately. 5 million in the USA gross. Ugh.
You know, a movie I absolutely hated was Birdman. Birdman with what's his face? Kevin somebody.
Birdman.
I think his name was Kevin.
The Birdman or Birdman from 1935?
Birdman, The Birdman, I think.
2016?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 15-minute short? No, that's not it.
No, that can't be it. Man, what is his name? He was a Batman. He was one of the Batmans.
Oh, I see it. 1967. No, that's not it either.
No. Let me look it up.
You're talking about the guy who's
Birdman.
That's bald a little bit.
Nah, maybe he's older. Yeah.
The Vulture?
He did Simplicity or something like that. The Vulture, yeah.
No, it's called Birdman one word, Birdman. Just type Birdman movie. 2014 has Michael
Keaton.
Yes. You know what it reminded me of is like Birdman, the actual cartoon, as far as the character that but it was just bad. It was just so bad. Actually, if you look at the poster, it looks like the Johnny Depp version of Tonto. Or not Tonto, but Lone Ranger. What's his sidekick?
Did it have Emma Stone in that one?
That was Tonto, right? Lone Ranger
It was.
Tonto.
It was Tonto. Yeah. You know the Johnny Depp version where he has the bird on his head.
I'm looking
That's
over
what
here.
the poster looks like for Birdman.
I'm looking at IMDb to try to find the movie, and over here in Twitch chat, I have like 12 people saying it's Michael Keaton. So
yeah, it's Michael Keaton.
I should have looked at that earlier.
It's actually, the full name is The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, or Birdman.
It says it's not supposed to be a hero movie, though, right?
Oh yeah, I absolutely know that. It just I thought it was horrible. I watching it, I didn't know what I was what to expect from it. It just was not a good movie to me. But it actually had good reviews for some reason.
Hey, it's each their own on that one. People find things interesting. Signs was another one that had a lot of potential, he says. The first time I watched Signs, I thought it was one of the most boring and worst movies I've ever seen. But then something strange happened to me. Like my brain decided that I was wrong and I should watch it again.
I hit puberty and I thought it was good.
I watched it again. For some reason it was on and I sat down and watched it. And there's something about the movie, dude. Like when it comes on, I just sit there and watch it. I'm like hypnotized by it. So
I'm the same way with I Am Legend. The first time I watched it, it was slow, and now anytime it comes on TV, I stop and I watch it.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the sign of an amazing actor when they can like pull you in like that.
Will Smith, he is pretty amazeballs, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the M. Night Shyamalan guy. He comes out with some weird movies, like The Village. I thought was okay. I thought that was a pretty good movie.
The Village was great.
The Hills Have Eyes was creepy.
Yeah, Lady in the Lake, though, I was not a big fan. I thought it was kind of just...
I mean, of course, his worst movie ever, Avatar.
Dude, don't bring up... Like, Avatar is off limits.
It's on his list, though.
We don't talk about Avatar.
You can say he has great movies, but then you throw that in there, that is on the list.
What a horrible piece. Like, the cartoon was so amazing.
It was. I mean, there is no reason for that movie to even exist, to be honest.
It doesn't exist. That movie has been wiped out of people's memories. We've burned it.
Wiped from the books.
Are they still working on a second one? Yeah?
No. No.
I hope
they
not.
Better not be.
I don't know, maybe. But the first one made so little money, and... everybody who was in it died in a fiery crash, so I doubt they could find actors.
Oh my god, don't say that. That's not right.
I was talking about their career. I was talking about their
career-wise,
not their actual personal life. But...
Avatar was almost as bad as the Dragon Ball movie.
I would say they are on equal playing field, to be honest.
See, I was never into Dragon Ball as the anime, so I'm not 100% sure how people who watch the anime like that one. But the movie, you're right, that was just really bad.
Oh my god. That was bad.
Yeah, there was no excuse for that movie.
Other than he never watched any of the...
Oh, no, you know what was... if you watch the special scenes, like in the actual TV show, or the cartoon... They had him on, and they were talking about it as if this is going to be the best movie ever. It absolutely was not.
Well, they did say that same thing about the remake Ghostbusters. Like, that was supposed to be the greatest thing since, like, sliced bread.
But the thing is you have these guys who worked hard to make the story arc.
A bad movie.
And then they allowed him to do that too.
What made the first one funny?
Right.
It's dry sarcasm. Like, dry wit, sarcasm, and a bit of like, you know when you have your friends and you sort of bust their balls a little bit.
Yeah, every once in a
And
while.
Yeah, and that's the dynamic of that whole movie.
But-
like dry, busting balls.
Who's fluffing balls? What?
But they still had a
Busting
movie behind
balls.
the original Ghostbusters. Like there was still a lot of acting. There was a storyline.
Yeah.
And then they did the new one, and it was just all one-liners after another after another. There was no like storyline.
I mean, the original has they build this relationship between the guys, right? Like, and it's believable. You don't think that any three of those guys and then Winston would not be friends, right? Like, it just makes sense. It's not just some random people thrown together that happen to be female comedians, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I was gonna say with the Bill Murray character, I kind of always wondered how he got Egon and them to hang out with him, because Egon's like this serious guy who's about doing science, and somehow, you know, Bill Murray's about getting chicks, basically.
Well, I'm kind of curious how they're going to do the next movie.
For what, Ghostbusters?
Yeah, they're extending it off of the last one, not the remake, but the original one.
The original, what, 2 or 3? How many did they come out with for the original?
2.
3.
Two.
Was it 2 or 3?
There was only 2.
37.
The thing about 2 that was good, they still kept the team still felt like the Ghostbusters team, but the actual plot was like a Russian demon in a painting, and it just it fell flat. Right.
Well, you know, the first one was just Ghost Everywhere, which is a lot more interesting because then you can come up with different ones. And if somebody doesn't like one or the other, you got other ones to go with. Oh, let's see. I believe the topic horrible movies that was great. Unbreakable was good. In that case, the Core. Core was definitely cheese.
Unbreakable was one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's part of a bigger series now, right? They got Unbreakable. They got
the Unbreakable. The what's his name?
The X-Men guy, Charles Xavier from.
Yeah, Charles Xavier.
You can do it. Come on.
I can't remember the name of that.
He's that one guy from that one movie.
Or something.
Splinter, I think you're right.
Oh, Split. Is it Split?
There you go.
Oh, no. Splinter from Ninja Turtles sounds better.
And then now Glass.
And now Glass, yeah.
Glass I wanted to see. I heard a lot of good things about that.
Well, you gotta watch Split before you watch Glass. I mean,
Don't
if you
do what
don't...
you do, Dad.
Just saying, if you're gonna watch a movie, then you better watch the whole series before...
The Happening was so bad. I watched a review on it, and I didn't notice it when I first saw the movie because it was just really, really bad. But I think it was the CinemaSins guy. And he was like, what is it about the guy's performance? In this entire movie, he doesn't say one line that you couldn't put a question mark behind. Every single way he phrased everything, you could put a question mark behind it. The Marky Mark guy. Which is crazy.
You mean Marky Mark?
Yeah, because he's come out with some pretty good movies, I thought, towards the end of his career. Like, maybe that was super early on, and he just didn't realize that you shouldn't act confused with every phrase.
What's her name?
Hey, like, I'm walking here, huh? I'm walking here.
Let's see. I enjoy seeing The Greatest Showman. I like the music in The Greatest Showman. I thought the movie fell flat. And then, of course, it had all those bad reviews of people saying that the movie wasn't realistic and the guy they based it on was actually a big, giant douche. And, you know, yada, yada, yada. But I like musicals. You know, Grease, Chicago. That was another good one.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop
That
of
was
Horrors
one of
back
my
in the day.
favorites.
Do you think Dirty Dancing would fall under musical? Yeah?
No.
I think it would now.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it would now because most people know that movie from the music that's in it. But I think at the time, no. Absolutely. It was a real movie.
Okay.
Or any movie with ABBA music in it. There've been a ton of them.
We're going dancing.
You know what I thought was a good bad movie is Under the Skin. It is it's a British movie, I believe, and she is an alien, if I remember correctly.
What year? 13, 1997,
yeah.
96?
Yeah. 13.
2001? 2000?
2013? 1-3?
I'm just saying because there's a lot of under the skins apparently.
It's
Mysterious young
2013.
woman seduces a lonely man in the evening hours in Scotland. However, events lead to her being a process of self-discovery.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're very weird.
Jeremy McWilliams is labeled as the bad man.
So
And,
yes,
and
I know.
Scarlett Johansson is labeled as the female.
Yes. Yes.
So there's no names in the entire movie. They never once say.
No, and it is a really good it's a really good movie. But here's the actual storyline. It says an alien entity inhabits the earthly form of a young woman who combs the road and streets of Scotland in search for human prey she came to plunder.
So a little like Species.
You know what? The way that they consume the humans is pretty crazy. I actually really enjoyed the movie, but if you it takes it takes those kind of people to enjoy that kind of movie. The thing I like is that no matter how famous she becomes, she still does those kind of movies.
See, if you like movies like that, you might like the old school one, Life Force, where the alien comes from the spaceship and comes down to the planet and starts sucking the life force out of people.
Yeah, probably would.
All right, AC.
No matter how big.
Bad movie that you think is good. How about Skyline? Anyone see that?
I did. They even made a second one to Skyline.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. It's on Netflix.
That's freaking bad movie, man. But for some reason, it has that
Cult following.
grab you in moment, and you're just like you're stuck watching it.
It was because it had bad actors in it, but I thought it was a good movie.
I was going to say the exact same thing. It had actors that weren't quite able to carry a movie all by themselves. Not necessarily bad ones. It takes a special actor to carry a movie in a room all by yourself. Like, there's very few people that can do that. So
Just add Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to any movie, and you got a gold star.
it just becomes a comedy. Like, I like him in comedies, but I haven't seen him in anything, like, serious in a long time.
Right.
Because, you know, if he was in Skyline, he would have been bouncing, like, strawberries off of his chest. And then, like, running in there and, like, just bashing things with his pecs. I don't know. It would have been silly. It wouldn't have been, you know, realistic.
The smolder would have been ridiculous. Just constant smolder all the time. Nothing.
But yeah, I'm interested in. I would like to see a second version of that movie.
Which one, Skyline?
Yeah.
They did do a second version of that one.
I mean, I
Good.
don't have Netflix, so I mean, I can't watch it. But yeah, you know
Not
one.
American.
No, I guess I don't know. You know, one movie that I absolutely do not want to see, but I think I want to see it because I need to let go of the fact that the first person who played Hellboy was actually really good at the character. Is the new Hellboy. He looks horrible, but he looks how I would think Hellboy would look like.
The only reason I think the new Hellboy might be good is because they have surprised me a couple times in the past when they do remakes, such as Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone, and then Dredd. I thought Dredd was actually a pretty good movie.
Dredd was fantastic.
And the same thing with Joker, Jack Nicholson as Joker, and then oh dude, I'm gonna space on his name now. With the Batman Begins Joker.
The
Yeah, it's
guy that killed himself, right?
Yeah, Heath Ledger. There you go, Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Did an amazing job. Like when they were talking about the movie, I was like, "There's no way you're gonna beat Jack Nicholson. You just can't do it." And I think
And then you see this guy, and it was amazing.
yeah, he didn't beat him.
Yeah.
He just did it in a different way that was just as entertaining. So amazing actor.
So
Sorry to see him go.
The same way as the line from the movie, "I'm walking here." You know that was off the top of the head because a car drove down the road.
Yeah, ad-lib. Or the same thing with Han Solo, where he's like, I know, when Leia says, I love you. Like, that's just something he threw in there.
So in the movie, in the Joker, or Heath Ledger's role, when he was walking out of the hospital and he went to press the ignite button, it didn't work, it malfunctioned, so he was just playing whatever off the top of his head, so he just did that little jig down the street. Amazing stuff like that makes great movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the actor bringing his character to the thing.
I want to see the new Joker that's going to be coming out with Joaquin Phoenix, because it looks like it's going to be a completely different storytelling of the Joker, but it also looks like it's going to be really good.
The comics did a very dark Joker during one of their series, and I think that's what they're going with on that one. It's not the over the top kind of playful, I build all these kind of blow up things. No, that's the torture, and
it looks like a guy who is like at the end of his rope and he's about to unleash it onto other people. Kind of version of Joker.
Yeah. I'd say Walking Tall was a serious movie, but I think that was like a 96, 97 movie or something. Let me look it up just to be sure. But mainly my experience with The Rock has been a lot more comedy lately. So he might still know how to do a serious movie.
Maybe.
Walking Tall, 2004. Okay, so it wasn't that long ago, but still, like 12 years. Let's see, Bubba Hotel. Oh, you guys are talking about something else. Cheech and Chong movies. From Dusk Till Dawn. You guys didn't like From Dusk Till Dawn? Definitely cheese, but come on, man. Chong outside the bar talking about all sorts of different kinds. Remember, he goes on for like 10 minutes talking about the different kind you can get in that bar.
Is it talking about shrimp too?
Not I'm not gonna talk about
I'm going with that.
We got wet, we got dry, we got hanging.
Yeah.
We go build a wall to keep the rain out.
Dude cracks me up. He's had such a weird career. Like, he's done kid movies. Like, he did
yeah.
What was that spy movie for the kids?
Spy Kids?
Spy Kids. There you go. So it was like in the title. I just wasn't putting it together. It's like a Disney movie, and then he does.
What's that movie from the kids? I don't know.
It ended up being good because it changed. Yeah, it did change right in the middle of it, didn't it? Like, before, it was kind of like a weird, rapey murder kind of thing.
Okay, there you go. Here's an old school movie that I don't know if y'all saw it or not. It was actually called Kids. Did anyone see it?
I did flip through that one once, and it was bad.
Bad, and no good to it, just bad.
Yeah, it was just kids hanging out, having sex and smoking drugs and talking about why they don't know what they're talking about, I think.
I thought you were talking about Skins, because that's what that is. Skins actually has...
So the description is kind of what I just said it was. A day in the life of a group of teens as they travel around New York, skating, drinking, smoking, and deflowering virgins.
Okay.
I mean,
sounds weird.
They act like they deflowered a lot of virgins. It's the same thing as like drinking and skating, but I think there was only like 2 scenes where they did anything.
2, maybe 3. The one of the main kids in it is like, yeah, I'm the big bad guy, and I go around and I screw everybody.
Ooh, is it up?
I don't think he got laid the entire movie.
I think it might be up. Guys. What? Oh my god, what is this? Somebody hacked him! Somebody fucking hacked him! Dude, look at that!
What happened?
Oh my god! Did you guys see that? No, there was a kitty cat face on there.
That's our April Fool's joke.
Is it?
Yes.
There was a kitty cat face on the Beast Lord, or whatever that was. That is hilarious.
What?
When you first log in.
On the loading screen.
Yeah, that's It's their April Fool's joke. That's hilarious.
I thought maybe somebody hacked him for sure.
Well, we'll see. I log into a camp and everything's gonna be up and I'm gonna die.
Yeah, if you're in the spot that I was, there's like 4 mobs up. That's not great.
You got gate.
I do.
I have a different kind of gate.
Oh, did I not bind myself? I did bind my... Oh, come on! I could have swore I bound myself over there. Now I'm back over at unrest.
Oh boy, that's a long run.
Yeah.
Farticus should be on in a second. Be like, hey, come get me.
Just let me at least go back to town.
Oh, the zone.
Oh, I came back in and the damn fear's up.
He's there?
The rezoning.
Kill him, man, kill him.
And my Shadow Knight buddy's back too.
1957's 12 Angry Men was really good. Haven't seen it. Oh, yeah, that's one that they show in like classrooms and stuff still to this day. Has its slow parts for sure, so if you're not into like black and white movies and things of that sort, it might be a bit much for you, but...
I don't understand people who don't like black and white movies.
My brother.
Those are like some of the best movies.
He can't do it. He can't watch them.
Those are some of my favorite.
How did I gate out so fast? Everything on Mangler is faster. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about it. It's like everything here is just really, really quick. Killing mobs, go to them. The zone's a lot quicker than you normally could.
And he didn't drop it, of course.
Drop the blood or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Clerks was good, the first one. Little much on some of the scenes. Especially the scene where they haul out that guy who died in the bathroom after she just, you know.
Did you like Clerks 2?
I didn't watch Clerks 2.
I'm here for the donkey show.
Servers are
That's a
back
good
up
movie.
for Mangler, not for Sailors. Sailors, I guess, is still getting hit with that DDSO.
Hate's really weird. They've respawned the instance 3 times now.
It rolled my UI back.
Oops, Ellis is up.
Oh, it did roll my experience back. I was about 92, 93% away from leveling, and now I'm like 80-something, 70-something. So if you had literally just gotten an item in the last like 10 or 15 minutes, you guys might want to check your inventory and see if it's still there, because I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, the Shadow Knight still has his cloak.
Wow. Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes back from where I was.
I'm so slow. So slow.
Oh, damn it. I lost my gloves.
What gloves did you get?
I got my Indisolite gauntlets.
Really? Because I kept that rapier and I got that hours after you did.
No, you got it a little bit before I got my gloves.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, that's right. I missed up though. That sucks, dude.
It does suck.
I'm at hate though. Zone in if you want to start.
You guys want some company up there? Or you guys got a group already?
I think the group fell apart, but I'm happy for you to join us.
Alright, let me switch over. What about you, Cyber? You want to come up to hate?
Huh?
Hey,
The zone's buggy at the moment. This is the 5th time they've repopulated the zone.
Is it open hate?
it's an open pick, yeah.
I really wasn't gonna get.
Oh, okay. That's all right. It's not really anything up there for you, anyways. Might be going down again. Can't log in. They might be throttling who can get on, and
That's funny. This wizard comes into our camp. He come in earlier. He's picking it over, and he just logs in. He comes in right after we kill the dampier in the camp, and he's like, "How? How in the hell did you beat me in?" I'm so tired of it.
well, I mean, technically that was kind of yours, anyways, because he was up before you guys got booted out. So, like, the other guy can be somewhat angry about it, but in the end, you guys literally got what you were supposed to get. Maybe. I mean, who knows? That could have been like a respawn anyways, and the last one had the cloak that you guys were looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't want to make you guys feel bad, though.
You want to make me feel bad? Give me my cloak.
I don't have any control over that. Let me go hit up Holly Windstalker and see if she could take a moment from deleting the post to talk to me.
Oh, she'll delete your post for sure.
Holly
Yeah.
doesn't talk to me anymore.
She doesn't really talk to anybody.
Not unless it benefits them. They, whoever control it.
Ooh, is it them now?
Yeah, it's they.
Oh, okay, the days. Are they flying around in black helicopters?
I wouldn't bother coming up to 8. This is like the 8th time that the zone's reset. Something's up.
Well, it's gonna take me like 20 minutes to get over there anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as this rat hits the stairs, every time the zone resets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Watch the stairs. The rat will come out from the door on the left, not the one that's right in front of us, but the one to its left, and it'll walk up to the stairs and then it'll
It's a strange
So even
spot
if
to call
you're
it.
somewhere else in the zone, it's going to reset and move you back to the entrance, or is it just resetting the mobs?
It's just resetting all the mobs over and over.
Oh boy.
So if you're killing something and it resets, it goes away from you and goes to its spawn point and goes to full health.
So you just had to fight it at a spawn point then.
Oh, they're disappearing. They're not even resetting. They're just because the track is changing every time it repopulates. The track's different, so they're different mob.
So
Just I think
the
that rat
server's
is always
back up?
the same rat though.
So just leave the rat alone.
So
Not- I mean,
I think
the rat
that,
doesn't have a different type that can spawn. That's all. That's why it looks like it's the same rat. But the zone is definitely
that-
repopulatingly different.
That could be cool if you kill the other ones and then kill the rat, get the repops, and go after the mobs you're actually looking for.
I think it's just a coincidence that the rat happens to be at a certain point when it restarts. It's not.
Looks like the loop stopped.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you guys probably zoned back into it when the zone was still being built, so you're actually seeing the zone being built. You know that message you get when you try to populate an instance and it says, the zone's too dangerous to enter right now.
Yeah, it's a little weird that they build it like that.
Oh, the rogue got to keep his sleeves. And he got those after I got my gloves.
Yeah, normally I would say you could probably petition, but I have not heard of anybody actually talking to a GM on Mangler.
Who is that? There's a shaman. Eyes in the dark. He's a streamer. He just had a GM appear today and take care of a constantly repeating player who kept training him over and over and over and over again.
Is that against the rules?
Yes, it is. If you're doing it on purpose, yes. But if it's like an accident and it just happened, like, oh, I accidentally trained you. My bad.
What did they actually do to the player, though?
The player was immediately offline. I don't know if he got banned or what. What was his name? I don't remember his name. Like Danes or something like that, or Don.
Only time they've ever responded is when I took care of the problem on my own. How would you rate that? I would rate that like my every instance of tech support I've ever had. By the time I actually get through, waiting like 4 hours on the phone, I've already fixed whatever the issue was.
Yeah, it rolled back to uninvited the shaman knight I invited, and then it took away recruitment from me. You want to hand me recruitment? Will you give a second? Anyone of you?
So, are you organizing yourself a port up, Dimigru?
Yeah, I'll look when I get up there, or I get close to it.
Alright, so I've organized an enchanter. His name's Software. The way you'd think it'd be spelled. Can you send him a tell and organize the trip together? And then our group is full.
Sure.
We've got a rogue and a...
Unless you want to log on site from Port us up.
Kill him here.
Pay you the money.
Kill him. Give him a. Trying to just play some games. And, you know.
Well, you would be playing a game. You would be logging in and porting.
I would be playing a game. You are correct about that. That is a game.
Where are you running? Oh,
I aggroed. Let me die. My lol didn't work. How many is there? Yeah, 3. Let me die. I'm just dying off the other side.
Fart, yeah, if you're coming up to Hate, you're more than welcome to hitch a ride.
oh, I wouldn't want to bet that shaman lost those legs.
I mean, there were only legs he couldn't even use, so not a big deal.
Oh, he said he was going to do a race change.
Still a while away. So when this cleric goes back to that room, come take me back, please.
No, the rogue's coming.
Oh, also adequate.
Wait, can druids port up to Hate too?
No. Wait, Memphis is a druid. Yeah.
Don't-
No. Thank you, Dan.
And you can bind up in hate, yes, no?
Don't know. I would recommend you don't.
What happens if you die up there?
If you bind behind the fountain, when you zone in, that little safe fountain, you should be fine. Unless somebody's a total dick and trains you and could put you in a death loop.
Well, not really, because you have to click the button to respawn, so as long as you don't click that little button, you can just sit there and wait.
True.
But I mean, if you die while you're in hate, do you respawn up there or no?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never bound in hate before.
Oh,
Yeah, we
no,
had a couple
can you
players.
bind in hate?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Well, I'm just kind of curious, like when you actually die though, because do you have to get a port up every single time, or that's a little expensive?
As long as you can be res back up here. And there's a box group going around killing everything.
So is the guild going to use its sky lockout this week? We should use it just to kill the first isle, just to see if we can get a haste spout or something.
Yeah, I was definitely down to go up there a couple days ago, but it didn't seem like there was enough people on. I do know we got Fear tomorrow. As far as what's further down the road, I haven't talked to the leadership and find out.
I heard someone say something about they wanted to try Sky at the end of the week, like Thursday or Friday or something like that. I don't remember who.
Oh, okay, so you do have to get a port back up, or you can get res back up.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always just not go back.
I could have swore we had a cleric that was binding up there.
Yeah, you should be able to bind.
It's tight.
So, Memphis, what game are you trying to play?